Hello, this is Dr. Tae, and today's episode is on Pulsed Electromagnetic Frequency Therapy, short for PEMF. I originally got the PEMF mat in my office, originally for selfish reasons. I bought it because I had a lot of back pain, and I thought it would be an interesting way to use this type of therapy. And believe it or not, it worked. It did lessen pain. However, did it fix the issues? The answer is no. Reason being, for having a structural issue, just increasing the circulation might help lubricate the area, reduce inflammation. But if you don't treat the mechanical issue or the structure at hand, it's not going to go away. So, would I recommend for people to use it for their back pain? Yes, but is it going to ultimately fix your back pain? The answer is no. And the same goes for a lot of other things that PEMF they do the research around, which I'm going to go get to later. But this is how PEMF actually works. I'm going to show you a video and we're going to watch it together.
Before blood analysis, the red blood cells are moving around, but they're sticking together and clumping together and stretching quite a bit. And the cell membranes around the cells aren't that bright and vibrant. The white blood cells are the much larger clumps that don't really look very encapsulated. The small white dots moving around are what's called the platelets in our blood. So when we go to the after effect video, after 8 minutes of laying on the mat, the first thing we notice is improved circulation in the overall blood, and the sample looks less congested. The red blood cells are more open, not as sticky, and the outer walls appear brighter and bigger. Now, when we think about red blood cells, their outer membrane should be negatively charged, and thus they should repel each other. And this, of course, is very important for movement in the blood capillaries, where they have to become single and separated from each other. That way, the blood cells can normally pass through the capillaries without a problem in single file. And with this, the accomplishment of things like oxygen transfer, carbon dioxide removal, and nutrient exchange happens very easily. If the blood cells stick together, it really decreases the ability to carry the oxygen, and it's not conducive to the river of life in our bodies.
All right. So, that video showed the effects of pulse electromagnetic frequency mat, how it increases the blood circulation, and as a byproduct, it increases the nitrous oxide in your body. And here's another video. Before it was the red video, but this is the green video of it, right? I'm going to reduce the sound so we don't get to hear what this guy is really saying. But what I want you to observe is this. So over here on the left side, the capillaries, the blood over here, the microcirculation, the red blood cells are not able to go as fast compared to this side. And this is what PEMF therapy does to you in terms of the microcirculation. And I'm going to stop the video. And basically, it's pulsing the magnets in a way, and I have the machine where you put the heart rate, so it pumps, or it uses the feedback from your heart rate to make the blood circulation as efficient as possible. And what do people feel? Well, for some people, they get up and they feel lighter. Some people feel slightly dizzy because their blood pressure has dropped. For some people, it feels like as if they took an hour and a half nap, but in reality, they were only there for about 8 minutes. Who do I do this to? I do it for a lot of cancer patients, people who are in pain, and just people who just want to simply recover, because it just helps reduce the inflammation in the body. It's a very expensive equipment. However, on a Saturday or Sunday morning, if you wake up in the morning and just walk around barefooted, the electromagnetic frequency of the earth will change the magnetism in your body and do similar effects, just not as strong. And just that's why walking around barefooted every weekend is a very beneficial thing to do. And believe it or not, there's a lot of science supporting this evidence. And it's a good habit to develop as a lifestyle to do this every chance you get. Just walk around barefoot, especially in the spring and summer. In the winter, it has a different effect because the cold concrete floors contacting reduces the body temperature. Yes, so I recommend you wearing a um, good hat, winter hat, a scarf around your neck and shoulder, and just walk around for no more than maximum 5 to 10 minutes if you want to push it to 15 minutes. All right, hope you enjoyed this video and incorporate barefoot walking in your everyday life to have that microcirculation increase, because we walk around with shoes with rubber that's preventing us to connect with the earth. All right, until next time, hit like, subscribe, and for more content like this. Take care.